Hi folks, Jim Aikin here. Today I'm going to show you a neat trick that you can do in Propeller Head Reason using an inexpensive $25 rack extension called CV Mutant. The problem that we're trying to solve today is that Reason does not natively allow you to crossfade across four different signals, four different audio signals using a knob. Reason can do this with two signals, but not four. You can use a knob in the combinator, for example, if you're only having to crossfade between signal A and signal B. But we'd like to crossfade from, signal A to B, and then from B to C, and then from C to D, all with one knob. So let's see how we can do that. We're going to start by just listening to what's going on here. Now I'm going to move the slider slowly. Watch the knob at the upper left. And back down. I was using a slider on my hardware controller to run that knob rather than using the mouse because it's smoother that way. Let's see how we got what we got out of that. As you could see, the meters showed that we were cross-panning between four different Dr. Octo Rex units using that knob. And in order to do that, we had to use four CV mutants. And this is the trick. Let me show you how they're programmed. Each of them has an 8-stage envelope programmed. And the envelope for the first one is high when the value is 0 and fades out. And the second one fades in. This is the one for the bongo drums. This is the one for the next signal, whatever that was, some kind of drums. And then at the top, we have this one. So that's where the controls are set. And you can see that all of these curves are a little convex. I was trying to get a fairly equal power crossfade between segments. Whether I achieved that or not, I don't know. Let's look at how it was patched. We'll hit the tab key. Now, what you can see here, I'm using a 14x2 mixer because it has CV inputs for level. Going back to the front, we can see that all of these mixer slots are set to 0 by default, so that they only come up and you only hear the signal when a CV value is high here. Now the output of that first CV mutant comes from here, from the knob. It goes down into the spider where it's split into four, and all of those four inputs go to more CV mutants into their CV1 inputs, and the CV1 outputs go back up to the mixer. And the result is that when I move the knob, first you hear the first Dr. Octo Rex, then you hear the second, then you hear the third, then you hear the fourth. Let's do it one more time. One thing that I should perhaps mention before we stop is that this CV Mutant is programmed with an envelope that goes from 0 to maximum, and that's why you can see the little thing moving across there. If I did a more complex envelope, I could get more complex crossfades. Hope it works for you.